Shut up and sit down.
Well, hey everybody, welcome back to our reasons why you need to invest in the Fast Trax program. If you want to prepare for an electrical exam, whether you're an electrical inspector, journeyman, master, whether or not you're studying for your engineering, if it has to do with the National Electrical Code, then there's a reason why that we have so many students in our Fast Trax program, because we break it down and make it so easy to understand the NEC. Plus, you have an expert always there to help you as you work through the program. Now, we've looked at reason number 1, we've looked at reason number 2. Now we're looking at reason number 3. And I think for many people, reason number 3 is probably one of the most important aspects for them. And that is calculations. People have trouble with calculations. So in our program, we have come up with a way to work you through the calculation and explain it piece by piece by piece, so that if you're on an exam and you ever get a question about one component of a calculation, say a single family dwelling, we want to make sure that you know how to do each little piece. And so our program and our competency reviews really do hone down on you to make sure that you understand all these concepts, whether it's ranges, whether it's AC versus heat, whether or not it's calculating the VA based on the square footage. All these things are hammered home. So I think calculations is something that people struggle with. But don't worry, because the Fast Trax program was designed to systematically walk you through these steps. So let's check that out, because I think it's real important for you to see the benefit of the Fast Trax program. Now, in our Fast Trax program, as you see here, let's go down to one family dwellings. Always the common core and the low-hanging fruit on many exams is understanding the difference between a standard method calculation and an optional method calculation. So all of these are covered in Article 220. So as you move through the foundation, which is all of your basic rules, working space, and everything in our program, you then move on to very specific core fundamentals. And so in one family dwelling, you have your general provisions. That's your things like 210.52, your spacing, receptacles. We cover it in great detail. As you saw in the previous episodes of this 5-part series, we taught you different things, that illustrations with great graphics and call outs and things like that, and a lot of questions to hone those skills. But now you're focusing on calculations. Well, each single section has a calculation section. So here's your load calculations for 1 and 2 family dwellings. And in the reading material, this is, again, going to be essential for why the Fast Trax program is helping you understand calculations, is that it will systematically walk you through the concepts within the National Electrical Code. Here it shows you the call outs. Again, we look at the area that we're dealing with, and it talks about each one of them as you're trying to learn the basic concepts as you work through it. Next, you're going to come to gathering information. Again, a good number of call outs. I'm going to tell you what are the information that are in your dwelling that you need to really get the information from. Your ranges, your dryers, the nameplates, if you're going to use an optional method versus standard, water heater values, all these type of things that you got to gather. It's going to talk to you about doing that. All right, so it's going to walk through. You have all these call outs that are going to make it very clear. And then one of the most important aspects of our program is that we give you a bunch of worksheets, whether it's a standard method calculation worksheet, optional method, multifamily, or even non-dwelling related like commercial applications. We have a worksheet for it. Now, the reason that you have a worksheet is so that you can print this worksheet out, because you want to always use this worksheet when you're working our exercises in here. Why is that? Because we're trying to teach you each one of the steps. Because if you're on an exam, in many states, they're not going to give you a full dwelling aspect or commercial building. They're going to give you the pieces. They want to make sure you know how to do ranges. They want to make sure that you know how to do appliances. They want to know how to do the general lighting and receptacle loads, okay? 3 VA per square foot and 1,500 VA per small appliance brand circuits and all those type of things. Well, our worksheets will walk you through it so that it becomes second nature to you. They're pretty much something that is unique, because you can print them, fill them out, and I recommend students actually print them out and laminate them, and then you can use them with a dry erase pen, and you can use them over and over again. You get the features up here where you can print them out and all different things like that. But here's the worksheet you get. And the reason you want this worksheet is in our program, we're going to give you a dwelling, and you're going to have to work it out. But and this is not very much different than what you would see in real life. The benefit here is we're going to teach you one space at a time. Line 1 on your worksheet. We're going to show you what you fill out, how you fill it out, why you're filling it out. We're going to give you code references to why you're filling it out. These are the secrets. We call this ballistic training because these are the secrets to really not just passing an exam, but fully understanding, look, you're paying quite a bit of money to gain this knowledge. You've put a lot of your time and invested into yourself. We want to make sure that you retain it. DVDs, books, you're just trying to pass an exam, and I get it. That might be what your goal is in the short term, but the long term is, do you really know why you do something? Is it going to make you a better electrician? Absolutely. And our program will walk you through each little component, each little code reference, so that you have a better understanding of the National Electrical Code. That's what it's all about. So it's going to walk you through unit by unit. It's going to walk you line by line on that worksheet. It's going to give you insight. It's going to give you code references to where the information comes from. And here's a little bonus tip. Okay, could be another reason why this program is so popular. Anytime you see these little chevrons like this, you're going to go to the code and read it. That's why it's in there like that. It's kind of telling you, hey, go read the code right now. While you're studying it, read the code right now. That's what those chevrons do. So that's why it's such a powerful program, because again, we have so many call outs, so many worksheets. It really walks you through it. And that's how you become so much better at not only getting a grasp of the NEC, but being able to even comprehend the concept of the NEC. So reason number 3, calculations, whether it's 1 and 2 family, optional standard, whether or not it's multifamily, optional or standard, whether or not it's commercial applications or non-dwelling unit applications, we cover all that in this program. You're going to get everything you need to hammer home those calculations and be successful on your exam. So stay tuned for reason number 4, because we're going to get into a special one that I've talked about for years, but our system has it already built in, and you can utilize it to enhance your knowledge of the National Electrical Code. So stay with me. I'm going to link you to video reason number 4. Till next time, folks, stay safe and God bless.
Shut up and sit down.